Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is Adamology here at Believe Radio. And you know what? Let's chat. Let's chat, people. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let me tell you why I'm excited. Because God is moving in my community. God is moving in our community. There was a drought. And we got to be real honest. There's a lot of droughts going around in the country. In this regards, when it comes to music ministry, community choirs, groups, soloists, there's a drought. And in the Bay Area, we have been suffering with a drought until now. I'm excited because God has answered prayer and the drought is over. God's putting some water in our community. And one of those items, one of those community groups, one of those ministry vessels is actually here with me on today. She is from a musical family. We all know her from her grandmother, the great late Helen J. Stevens, who created and birthed out Northern Cal, part of the GWA organization. Her brother plays the drums. Her sister sings. Everybody in her family. Her mama sings, leads songs, directs the choir. Everybody does something in her family in the music ministry, and God selected her in this generation to take what her grandmother did and reintroduce it to a new generation. And so I want you to put your digital hands together and welcome Reina Crawford. There she is. There she is.
What's going on? What's going on, Believe Radio audience?
And so I'm just I'm in 5 different places because we have been complaining about the lack of choirs, the lack of concerts, and this is before the pandemic.
Right.
Just before the pandemic. And so now God has been sprinkling us with great groups and great choirs, great soloists. And now he's birthing back the community choir with the voices of Christ.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to just like put it in your hands in a minute so you can go ahead and preach. So, because I know you got a preaching you.
Okay.
Oh. And so please share, because I know this had a lot of transitions in it. So let's go to the beginning, the rehearsals.
Yeah.
Please tell us about those rehearsals.
So rehearsal started in September 2023. And it's funny because, social media, you could post things on social media, get everybody excited about it. But actually, my first rehearsal, I had about 15 people. And I had a lot of traction on social media. However, those 15 sang. And I was just happy that I had some singers. It's like, oh, y'all want to come join the choir and y'all can sing? Perfect. So I'm going to work with what I got. Because my grandmother always told us if you have 3 parts, you could sing. That meant if you had 3 people that was a soprano, alto, tenor, you got a choir. So, I just went from there. We rehearsed once a month. And I have 18 people on the roster.
All right.
Total. And, I know a lot of people, they just want to see what's going on before they want to join. But I'm rolling with my 18 that I have right now until more people come. My goal for this year is to at least get to 50. My grandmother started her choir with 23 people, and that grew to well over 90. So I know that it's doable. But our rehearsals, I would teach 2 to 3 songs per rehearsal, run through them. I sent them the music to learn at home on their own, and they'll come in rehearsal like professionals.
Come on.
We wasn't wasting time. I wasn't wasting their time. They weren't wasting my time. And it was just productive rehearsals every single month, every time. And in January, of course, because we were prepping for our debut concert, we had 4 rehearsals just to, perfect everything, our sound, diction, be a little stickler for that kind of stuff. But yeah, everything has been going pretty swell. I have committed people, and that's what I enjoy and appreciate.
So let's talk about this debut concert, which was on Saturday.
Yes.
At Mingleton Temple Church of God in Christ.
Indeed.
in the city of Oakland, California.
Yes.
And so I want to play this clip,
Oh gosh.
the notorious clip. I, she don't know what I'm about to play. She doesn't know no idea what I'm about to do. And so I'm going to play this clip. I want you all to see just a little bit on what happened. On what happened on Saturday night. You all ready? Clap your hands.
Ready,
clap your hands. Clap your hands. Here we go. That's what happened on Saturday night.
Bring back marching and choirs.
And as you just watching that clip, I know you felt the energy. I know you felt everything in that moment. Because I was watching and going, ooh, ooh. And who was that fella walking down the aisle first? Who was that?
Oh, God. If he's watching, I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. My brother. Sir, with the shades, you know.
Hey, homie.
I know, Mr. Antonio, a.k.a. Tino.
Hey, homie.
Right.
And so once that choir got in the choir stand, tell me what you was feeling. I mean, watching them come down the aisle, they got in the choir stand and you turned them. People don't even understand that. You turn a choir.
That's right.
And then they rock together.
Correct.
So just share your whole experience right there.
Well, first of all, my choir, it's a group of goofy individuals. We are all very silly. And so even in rehearsal, when we were practicing Rockin' In, it was just a comedy show. Because one, we don't see that anymore. So when I told them we had to march in, they were like, oh, we a real choir. We get to march in. So actually watching it at first, they were like, were you doing moves? No, because we're all over the age of 30. And so marching in with moves was something we did in our childhood, right? You know, so no, we decided to keep it simple. But it was a fun experience. You know, again, like I said, we're goofy, so we made it a fun thing. And then, of course, adding the music. At first, they were like, oh, this is too fast to march in. Then my band wanted us to march in old school Baptist. We are so... But no, we weren't going to do that. But that whole little ordeal was just a fun thing. It was kind of going with my idea of bringing the choir back, because choirs were known back in the day to march in. And that's just, even choirs that are out now, they still don't march in. So I was like, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it all the way. And so that's what we landed on, marching in.
So after you all march in and the choir starts to sing and your feeling is your back is towards the audience.
Correct.
So what did you feel? Did you feel the spirit like, oh, I wanted to lay hands on everybody? So tell the, because a lot of people are intimidated, scared to direct to do ministry in a local church because they get, the anxiety, so share so people can understand, like, there's no fear,
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say there's no fear because that would kind of be a lie for me, my experience. I've been directing since I was 11 years old. So I do feel more comfortable directing because I've been doing it for so long. It's kind of like, I know my phone number. I know how to direct. My nerves were shot actually Saturday because one was just, oh my gosh, I'm putting on this program. It was the amount of people. Like, I hope people show up. And then when I walked in and saw that the sanctuary was full, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. There's no turning back because we are in it right now. But once I got the choir up, once they came in the choir stand and I turned my back to the audience, I was at home. I was like, okay, this is my comfort zone now. It's only when I have to look at the audience where my nerves are beating me up. But I think it also plays your confidence, whatever your confidence level is. If you're confident in the gift that you are using or the area that you're working in, like I said, it's just your comfort zone. So you can just do it with your eyes closed. And so that's where I was once my back was turned. I'm like, okay, here we go, y'all. Let's hit the ground running.
So everybody, introducing to some, the new choir here in the Bay Area, the Voices of Christ is now here. So moving into the future, what does that look like?
Well, actually, I've been thinking and talking with my team so my grandmother, those that don't know, the Voices of Christ was founded in 1969 by my grandmother. And yes, so they are 54 years old. However, they are no longer active. They are only active for special events, but they are not an active community choir, which is why I decided to kind of pick up where they left off, so to speak. I mean, of course, we're a group of young people, young adults. And with my grandmother, she recorded 8 albums with her Voices of Christ. And so our idea now is to take some of those songs and re-record.
That's good.
Put a little modern twist to them.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's where I want to go. That's what I want to do. Excuse me. And so we'll see what the future holds. Of course, right now I'm focusing on growing the ministry as well and just see where it goes, where the Lord takes us.
I like that you're going to go back and get the older material.
Absolutely.
And put some juice on it.
Yes.
And then that's wise.
Yes.
That's wise.
Some old school gospel music is still relevant today.
That's very
just like the
wise.
Hawkins. Their music is timeless. Wise. Yes.
I do radio promotions and I tell people on Billboard. I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
You
know. And so we are excited for the ministry.
Yes.
That God has put in your hand.
Thank you, Lord.
And so everybody knows my personality. I'm a ministry person. You ain't about ministry or business.
Right.
You can count me out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so I'm excited about the ministry.
Thank you.
And one thing, and I'm telling the truth when I say this, a lot of people in our age bracket, we were trained in ministry.
Correct.
Now it's turn to do ministry, and people are not doing it.
At all.
Because local church, community choir, whatever, is they rather stay a kid.
Or out of the church.
But it's like, it's our turn. It really is our turn. One
thing my pastor said on Saturday was, because I had Daryl Norman direct one of the songs we did from the original Voices of Christ. So it was a segment where I brought up old or original Voices of Christ members and they joined us in the choir. So Daryl Norman, those that know him, he's the Bay Area governor. He directed a song, and in the midst of him directing, he called me down to finish the song. And my pastor mentioned, it was the passing of the baton, right? Because they've been the part of the Voices of Christ. I think he joined in 1970 or 1971, so shortly after they were founded. And he played a major role in the Voices of Christ. So it was kind of, a sentimental moment where, you had your originals and then he was like, here you go. You got it now. You take it from here. So it's been a journey, a fun journey. and very eventful. So yes, I'm appreciative, I'm grateful, and I'm excited as well just to see what happens with this. I'm kind of just going in it blind a little bit, like, oh, this is what I want to do. Let's just do it. But now that I'm in it, I'm like, oh, this is a lot of work. But
you can do it. You can do
but
it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yes.
And so a question everybody wants to know, where's their food afterwards?
There was not. I did serve my choir and band, but not the congregation. I'm sorry, guys. Next time I'll order a food truck. JK.
That's good to me. And so, well, if a person is watching this and they would like to join the Voices of Christ, what is your rehearsal schedule and what's the location?
Yes, we rehearse every last Monday of each month. So our next rehearsal is scheduled Monday, February the 26th. And our rehearsals are located at the Church of Restoration Church in West Oakland. The address is 1028 West Grand Avenue, Oakland, California. And our rehearsals are at 7 p.m.
I may just tip in.
Hey,
just tip in and just show my support. Because we know we got to do better. We just got to do better in supporting and pushing, especially things that are ministry minded.
Yes. Well, I will say I'm very grateful, and I was happy to see the turnout of the Bay Area coming out to support us, to support this new thing. It was great to see our generation, or our age group, one in church, and then two, just the support. It was amazing. It was great.
So I'm gonna have to tip on in and go, hey,
you can play a note or two. Get on the organ.
People say I play pretty good.
Oh, see, you can get on the organ.
That's what they say.
Play a chord.
I'm like, y'all think I can play? Y'all think I can play?
Adam, stop playing. Okay.
So thank you.
Yes, thanks for having me
and doing this follow-up, in which we may have to do another one.
Okay.
Because I feel some events coming.
Mighty God.
I feel some events coming.
Mighty good God.
It's coming. It's coming in your direction.
Help us, oh God.
In a couple of months.
Okay.
It's coming.
My answer will be yes, Jesus.
So get ready for it. So thank you for coming back to Believe Radio.
Yes.
And I'm sharing this ministry journey.
Yes,
because a lot of people, especially young ladies, because we're at that stage of being role models,
right?
And so there are young ladies watching you and saying, wow, she did it. Maybe I can do it too. Lord, and you calling me to step out too?
Okay, go on and do it. Pastor Jeff Williams on Saturday said, if you want to start a choir, start a choir. Don't leave me out here hanging. We help us one to another. So if y'all want to start a choir, go in and start a choir. We can have a concert together.
Listen.
Okay.
And so I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited. I've been traveling and I'm a little tired, but trust me, I'm excited.
It's all right. I'm still in recovery mode from Saturday, so I understand.
And so again, thank you so much
for
coming and hanging out with Adamology at Believe Radio.
Of course.
And so you all make sure you support. If you want to sing and join Voices of Christ, it's every fourth Monday in the city of Oakland at 7 p.m. at
the Church of Restoration, Pastor Elliot Ivy's church.
And so make sure you join the Bay Area. We bouncing back.
Yes.
The choir is back.
Is.
The choir is back.
Right.
And so again, thank you all so much for joining us for this episode. And thank you, Lady Crawford, for coming and sharing about the ministry, the continuation of the legacy of ministry.
Right.
And so I need to hear some more singing.
Okay.
I think I want to play another clip.
Uh-oh.
And surprise you.
Uh-oh.
With another clip. No, I don't have another one. I want to get I didn't get time.
It's all right.
And so, thank you so much, sis.
Thank you for having me.
So, you all good night.
It.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
We have known each other, Jesus.
Yeah, since I was a kid. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Was it preteens or teens?
I was probably a teenager. It depends. I was Northwest. Were you California Northwest?
No, I was Northern First.
Oh, I was California Northwest all my life. So I grew up.
I'm still Northern First. Bishop Galbraith.
Not the shout out for coaching. Okay.
Bishop Galbraith, Northern First. And so yeah, I got to do that all day.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a while. Over 20 years, I'm sure.
So as I close, because I have to throw this in there. When you all record, will you be leading the song?
Oh no. I said my comfort zone is directing. That's right. And you know what's crazy? I actually have a choir full of lead singers. They showed out on Saturday.
You don't want to lead a song?
Oh, not at all. I'll play the tambourine. Mic me up.
I got the sassy.
Oh yeah, nothing.
I tried. Y'all see, I tried. I tried.
That's not in God's will.
So again, thank you, sis. Real talk.
Thank you.
Real talk.
Yes,
Real talk.
I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me again. Yeah. Appreciate it.
And she's doing real good because she's nervous to be on radio and stuff. So she's doing really good. Clap your hands.
And I had to hold my earphones, y'all, because I forgot and I wore my hat. And can't take the hat off. So
she's doing really good. And it's just good because the future, as you do your album, you have to get ready for interviews and all that stuff. So we're getting you ready for your next level. God.
Ooh, glory.
Oh.
Mighty God.
I felt a shout in Pentecost.
All right. Okay.
So again, thank you, sis. Thank you.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Make sure you all stay tuned to Believe Radio. We do have a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff we're doing, events. Watch our talk shows on Saturdays and Sundays. Make sure you watch our talk shows. Great stuff, resources for the community, topics, how to deal with stress and trauma, and resources for those who are in college or in high school. How do you get funding? All that stuff is on our weekend show, Saturdays and Sundays. So make sure you tune in. And again, thank you so much for joining Adamology and Let's Chat. I'll see